Now we have come to the last phase of our exercise, and in this session we will discuss about release and GTM planning, and we will also touch base on the key metrics that as product manager we should be gauging to continuously improve the feature. I have presented here the same release plan that we had finalized in the product delivery session. So what I am proposing here is we can plan for a beta towards the end of the third quarter. So we have to get a consent from the senior product leadership and work with marketing and customer communications team for creating marketing assets, email templates required for the beta program, and then conduct internal webinars for product awareness and organizational readiness before we announce the beta. Then we should work with the legal to finalize the beta consent requirements and terms of use. So once we are ready, maybe we can make the beta announcements towards the mid of Q4, and we can make the beta feature available within the product like this. So we can have the collections icon here, and we can have a small notification that indicates that this feature is in beta. Once the users click on the collections icon, then we can show the terms and conditions and ask customers to accept the consent for beta participation. Then we can have a small first-time user experience with guided tour and coach marks and handhold customers to perform first few tasks in each of these sections. Then from time to time, we can share some tips inside this app so that the beta users can make the most out of the features. We can also share emails with tips, hold contests, and enrich their beta experience. We should also gauge their usage with the help of usage metrics, screen recording, heat maps, etc., and take feedback. The feedback can be periodic or contextual based on the usage analysis. Now sometimes the beta can be little buggy, and by this the users also would get disinterested. So for us to keep the fire in them burning, we should share our roadmap as in what's coming in this feature area, engage them further, involve them, ask them for suggestions, improvements, conduct polls to see what they would need the most, and finally we can announce general availability towards the end of Q4. Now before we announce the general availability, we have to work with sales and marketing to enable them with product marketing artifacts, sales enablement materials, training and all. And we should also work with customer support and business ops to get them up to speed on the feature. We will also be working with business teams on the pricing aspects. So what I'm suggesting here is to have a limited version of this feature free to use that will have only 30 days of data, and the premium and enterprise users can get the benefit of the full-fledged feature, plus search feature can only be available for enterprise users. Apart from enabling sales and marketing, customer support, business, and working with the business team on pricing finalization, we should also work with product marketing on the GTM planning and execution. We should also look forward to evangelize the product feature before the launch and create the much needed hype, position it in the website, publish blogs, showcase in customer community areas so that there is a buzz about this feature and customers know what's coming. Then once we are ready for general availability, we can do the feature announcement, officially launch it, have multiple customer communications going, and do further evangelization in different mediums and channels like dedicated coverage in the affiliate marketing sites, publish in various tech news like TechCrunch and all, and also have industry experts write blogs about this feature, sharing the buzz with the customers. So that's about general availability. So once the general availability is done, product managers will not stop there. Rather, they will continuously work on improving the feature further so that customer engagement goes up and there is high customer satisfaction. Product managers typically will be doing this with the help of data. So here are some key metrics that as a product manager we should be gauging for our features, that is collections. So I have broken down the metrics into 6 different areas: happiness, engagement, adoption, retention, revenue, and customer support. Now happiness has number of users liked the feature versus number of users disliked. We can have simple feedback mechanisms for users to like and dislike the feature, and we can also further have a feedback box to get more inputs from them, as in why did they like it if they liked, or why did they dislike it if they disliked. So this will also help us to get an overall sentiment from the feedback. From the engagement side, we will look at number of active users per day and per week, and the growth rate in number of active users per day, per week, month on month, average usage time of the collections feature on the basis of daily average, monthly average, weekly average and all. And from the engagement aspect, we will also look at number of actions in the collections features, in each of the areas, like average number of conversations, average number of notifications getting converted to conversations, average number of actions getting converted to conversations, average number of people taggings, average number of task ad taggings, and so on. So these can also be daily, weekly, month on month, and overall we should expect a growth in these areas. The hypothesis is very simple, that if users like a feature and find it meaningful, they will be using it more and more. Now coming on to adoption, we will be gauging adoption with the help of three metrics: number of new users per day and per week, growth rate in number of new users per day, per week, and month on month, number of actions performed by these new users per week, and look for if there is a growth rate in the actions that is performed by the new users. And this will indicate that the new users are actively coming onto our feature area, they're adopting our feature, and then they're performing a lot of actions, they're getting engaged. For the retention, we will look at two key metrics: number of returning users per day, per week, per month, and the growth rate in number of returning users per day, per week, and month on month. For the revenue, we will see how many free users are getting converted to paid users just to use this feature extensively. Because as we had discussed in our pricing aspect, we have kept a cap of 30 days data for free users. So in case people want to have the conversation history or notifications beyond 30 days, they would probably like to go to a paid or a premium plan, right? Now coming on to customer support, we should see that our new features should not raise more and more customer support tickets, and these two metrics will help us in gauging that. So number of customer issues, support tickets on feature clarifications, or how to use the feature. This will also indicate that there are usability issues with respect to the feature and users are finding it difficult to navigate. The second one is number of customer issues reported because of application errors, defects, etc. So this means there are quality issues with respect to the feature and we should improve it further. So that's about release, GTM planning, and the key metrics. So we have completed our entire role play exercise. So see you in the last session where we will do a small debrief.